Reclaim and unleash your money. It is time for you to reclaim and unleash your money. Before we get into today's episode, which I am so excited to bring you, I'm Tamara Temu, and this is another episode of Unleashed Alchemy. I want to thank you so much for being here. To all of the brand new subscribers, thank you. I would love to know how you came across this channel. You are welcome here. On this show, we talk about going against the grain, okay? Stepping into your magic, getting reacquainted with your goddess, God self, so that you can turn water into wine. We talk about getting reacquainted with your multiplication factor so that you can begin to multiply everything that is good and perfect so that you can live your soul fulfilled life. All right. That is what we do here. So you are welcome. All right. Today's episode, we're going to talk specifically about money. Okay. Now, if you've been here for a while, you've heard me talk about money here and there. All right. But never a full episode dedicated to that. And the reason why I am leaning more into doing that is because number one, I feel inspired to do so and have been feeling inspired to do so for quite some time. All right. However, I let and allow my ego to get in the way. All right. I let my ego tell me, well, money has nothing to do with spirituality. Everybody's talking about money. No one needs another episode about money and money manifestation and money rituals and lighting a candle for money and speaking money into your life. No one needs another episode about that. But this is beyond lighting a candle for money. This is beyond doing a ritual for money. This is beyond saying affirmations for money. All right. This is about an identity. This is about energetics. And that is what I am feeling inspired to talk about more as it pertains to money and your spiritual odyssey. Okay. The two definitely go together. All right. So I don't know how long I'm going to be talking about it. Perhaps it's just for this episode, which I doubt. Perhaps this could be the theme for just the month of June. I don't know, but I'm going to keep going as I am guided to do so. All right, so here we go. Now, if you have been here, you know that last month, I can't believe it's June already, but last month in May, I did a two-part live event. I went live for 2 days right here on the YouTube Unleashed Alchemy YouTube channel. And I titled the two-part event or the two-part workshop, Reclaim and Unleash Your Rebel Soul. And in that workshop, that 2-day workshop, which you can actually find, the live videos are still posted in the live playlist. They will be up until this Friday. After this Friday, they will be taken down and I will include them in the Unleashed Alchemy Magic School. So only people that are members of the Magic School will have full lifetime access to that two-part workshop series, okay? So in that workshop, we focused very heavily on lineage pathologies, okay? Unhealthy behavior in families, in our families, unhealthy behaviors in our bloodline, okay? So it was heavy and it was triggering, but those who attended that workshop, those who have watched that workshop, left the workshop feeling empowered and knowing what their assignment is as a spiritualist, and I'm going to say this, as healers, because all of us are healers. If you recognize yourself as an energetic being, If you have gotten reacquainted with your higher mind, your higher consciousness, Christ consciousness, Goddess consciousness, God consciousness, infinite intelligence, whatever you want to call it, you know that you have activated your healing power. Forget about the attached image that comes to your mind when you think of the healer. All right? We heal through our words. We heal through the essence that we allow to exude from us. We heal through our energy. We heal simply in being present. We have the power. All of us do. All of us have the power where we can stand. We don't even have to say anything. And people can look on us and be healed from whatever. Yes, we have that type of power. Okay, so if you are new here and this is sounding weird to you, well, either buckle up or find another channel, because this is what we talk about on this channel. Side note, okay? So, in the workshops, we talked about lineage pathologies, and it included behaviors, thought patterns that have not only influenced interactions that we have with our family members, interactions with our ancestors, interactions with, just how we view life, our perspective on life. And that includes money. Those pathologies have influenced our connection with money. So let's talk about that. So if you were to line up 171 people, okay? And I'm saying 171 people because that's how many of us are here. I'm including myself on this channel, on this platform, as of June 11th, 2024. All right. If you were to ask the question of all of those people, including myself, what has influenced your money, or we could say what has affected, or what do you think has affected your money? Many of us would say, oh, well, a career has affected my money, or a job has had its influence on the money, or jobs, okay? A financial system has affected my money, or the economy has had influence on my money. A business, I had a business, this is an example, had a business that I felt I needed to close because it wasn't pulling in enough money. That's a real example for me. Okay, you may hear a story like that. Some people may say, well, someone stole my money, or the bank stole my money, or I had, identity theft. Someone stole my money. Now, with all of those examples, you'll notice a common theme. And what is the common theme? What is the common thread? Well, all of those reasons are outside of us. All of those reasons are in our external. Now, before I move on to the next point, I want to say this, and I want you to hold on to this. When we have these realizations, and this applied to the 2-day workshop that I did in May with Reclaiming and Unleashing Your Rebel Soul, it is not when you have those realizations, it's not for you to judge anyone, including first yourself. This is not about judging yourself. This is about observation. All right? Because again, if you've been here, when you observe, you can alchemize. All right? That's who we are. we're alchemists, we're magicians. Okay, we take the light, the dark, the so-called ugly, the good, we put it into the cauldron, we mix it up, and it all becomes for our good. All right, it all becomes for our transformation, period. It's all a part of our magic. Case closed. All right, so that's what we do here. So I want you to understand that this is not about judgment or blame. Okay, so now the truth is this. Back to the question. Let me remind you what the question is. So, what has influenced your money? What has affected your money? It has not been anything outside of you. Here's another example I want to use. Some of you may say that, oh, well, I had to file bankruptcy. That has influenced my money. Again, that is something outside of you. So, what has really influenced our money? It hasn't been anything outside of us. It's been something that has settled in our nervous system. It is programming. Now, you may say, well, doesn't programming come from ideas that are outside of us? In a sense, yes. However, when we're talking about programming as far as our lineage is concerned, that is something that has been locked in our DNA. It has been something that has been locked in our DNA, especially when it comes to money. Now, we can look at this two ways, which we're going to get into in another video. Programming can come from what's in our lineage, in our DNA. The programming can come from outside of us, which would include religion, education, society, anything in society. Regardless of the source of that programming, it gets into our nervous system. There is a settlement that happens in our nervous system, where we then become accustomed to ideas, to perspectives. Healthy or not, it becomes a part of how we function, hence becoming a part of our identity. Because remember when I said earlier, all of this talk that we're going to be doing about money, this is about an identity. It's about energy. It's about energetics. So we've got some things to talk about. I'm not going to do it in this video, like I said, but I'm going forward. I'm going to break this down. We are going to break this down. We're going to have realizations about our money. We're going to see expansion in our money because we're going to dive deep into this. So, regardless of the source of programming has influenced our subconscious, hence influencing our behavior. It influences our surface level thinking, which is the conscious mind. It influences our identity and how we identify with money. And there's so much in that. There is self-worth that we have to look at. There is what we think we deserve that we have to look at. All of that is intertwined in our identity. Even how we think that money can come to us is all intertwined in that programming, affecting how we identify with money. Okay? So, before the next episode, I just want you to try this exercise, okay? If you've never done this before, this can feel No, you know what? Scratch that. I won't even say that. Just open your mind to do this exercise. I want you to get any currency, any currency. It can be a dollar, it can be a dime, it can be a penny. It doesn't matter the amount, okay? And I want you to gift yourself time to just hold it in your hand. Don't try and think with your mind, but I want you to, as you're holding it in your hand, I want you to notice how you feel in your body. Because how you feel in your body will tell you. If you're open to listening, if you're open to paying attention, how you feel in your body as you hold that currency in your hand, that will tell you how your nervous system identifies with the energy of money and how that has played out in your life. So, what comes up? I'm going to read you this question that I invite you to ask yourself. What comes up in your body? What do I mean by that? What emotions come up? What thoughts immediately come up when you do that, when you allow yourself that simple activity? Is it comfort? Do you feel secure? Do you feel happy? Do you feel agitated? Do you feel like there's more of where that came from? Do you feel like you can generate more? Does it feel heavy? Does holding that in your hand, does it feel stupid? Okay, are you asking yourself, why am I doing this? I want you to consider all of that. Whatever comes up, don't shut anything out. This is not an exercise for you to say, well, yeah, I'm feeling like that, but how do I know that that has anything to do with the money that I'm holding in my hand? No, write it out. Write it out, because again, your nervous system, when we allow ourselves to feel into our bodies, that is information that our nervous system is giving to us in that moment about whatever that thing is that we're focused on. So, what else comes up? Is it attachment to how you've been taught about currency? Is it attachment in the way that you think you have to get money? So I invite you to try out that exercise. You may want to record your voice saying how you feel. You may want to write it out. Whatever is easiest for you. The most important thing is that you invest the time in yourself to take on this exercise. All right? And we'll come back with another episode. We'll start off with asking these questions again. I would love to see what if you feel inclined, if you would like to share, because I know this is a private exercise, but if you feel so inclined to share what came up for you after you ask yourself those questions, please feel free to leave those in the comments. You could even email me at unleashedalchemy@gmail.com. All right, and before we go, I want to tell you that, speaking of money, I just released a brand new book. It is a paperback book that I am very proud of. It is now on Amazon. It's available on Amazon, and it is about the connection between money and spirituality. It is available on Amazon. It is called Tales of a Money Maven: How Religious and Other Programming Has Fucked Up Your Money. Yes, it is called that. All right. However, in the F word, I replaced the D with a money symbol. Okay. So you can find that on Amazon right now. And I will tell you that it is designed as a workbook. There is a story, my own personal story of programming and money, and how my relationship with spirit helped me to navigate through all of that. And I'm still navigating. I will probably always be navigating. But I'm much more, but I have expanded, all right? Which is why I was able to write the book. So there's a story intertwined. It is a handbook. In the back, at the very end of the book, there are over 50 questions that I share with you that will get, it's just like the question that I just asked that we just went over. It's on the same lines as that same question, where there's plenty of space. You can use the book as your own journal. And as you go through those questions, allow your nervous system to be activated. Okay? Allow those realizations about the currency of money and how you were programmed to view it, to look at it, to get it. Allow all those things to come up for you. There's plenty of space for each question where you can write out and keep it personal, where you can write out how you feel. All right. So again, it's available now on Amazon. It is paperback. I will leave the link in the description box of this video. Also, if you are looking for more one-on-one support in your spiritual odyssey, I did open up my schedule to take more one-on-one sessions. These are 60-minute sessions, okay, that you can sign up for. I also still offer the 90-day spiritual consulting package. I also have still the Unleashed Alchemy Magic School, where that is a monthly membership. You can check out all of those services that I offer. I will leave the links for every one of those in the description box of this video. Thank you again for joining me for another episode of Unleashed Alchemy. And until next time, cheers.